Hello students, we were doing carbon and its compounds. So in the previous video, we have done some electron dot structure of certain compounds, and these are some more. These are electron dot structures of ammonia, carbon dioxide, water and sulfur. Sulfur molecule is found by 8 atoms of sulfur and valence electron 6, because the atomic number of sulfur is 16, 2, 8, 6. So the outermost has 6. So these 8 atoms of sulfur, they join in this manner to form one molecule of sulfur. These are self-explanatory. Everything is written. You take a screenshot of these and try to understand the electron dot structure of ammonia gas, NH3, carbon dioxide gas, CO2, water, H2O and sulfur molecule S8. So this is just to show you these structures. And today we will discuss about the versatile nature of carbon and classification of hydrocarbons. These two topics will be covered in today's lecture. What are they? Versatile nature of carbon, and second, classification of hydrocarbons. So what is the versatile nature of carbon? The versatile nature means carbon can form many compounds with carbon itself, with hydrogen and with other elements. Mostly the other elements which join with the carbon, they are oxygen, sulfur, nitrogen, chlorine, bromine, iodine, oxygen and some more. So versatility means can form immense number of carbon compounds. We know about 3 million carbon compounds as on today, and due to so much of carbon compounds, and a special branch of chemistry known as organic chemistry is given to carbon compounds. Under organic chemistry, we study only the carbon compounds except oxides, carbonate and hydrogen carbonate of carbon. Otherwise all organic compounds, hydrocarbons and others, all are studied under organic chemistry, because about more than 3 million carbon compounds are known today. It is a huge number, and this is due to 3 characters of carbon atom why so much compounds are formed by carbon alone. So the first is its tetra, or first we should write catenation. There is a property of carbon known as catenation. What is catenation? Catenation. All of us know EC of carbon is 24, sorry. It is a non-metal, and the outer shell, it has 4 electrons. What does it mean? It means the valency of carbon is 4, or we can say it is tetravalent. As carbon has 4 electrons in the valence shell, it is known as tetravalent. Now what is catenation? Catenation is the property of an atom due to which it can join with the atom of its kind again and again. What is this joining? Joining means forming covalent bond. It means carbon can form covalent bonds with other carbon atoms and a long chain can produce like this. If this is carbon, it can join one after the other with other carbon atoms, and a long chain can be produced by only the carbon atoms. This is known as catenation, and here some other elements are attached. Because carbon has 4 valency, so one valency is this 2, 3, 4. This carbon 1, 2, 3, 4. All the carbon have 4 valency, so here mostly hydrogen is attached. And when carbon and hydrogen form the compound, these are known as hydrocarbons. So the compounds of carbon and hydrogen, they are known as hydrocarbon, and due to the property of catenation, carbon atoms can form a very long chain, and these may be in the form of chain, or they can form chain and its branches also, like this. Branches can also be formed. So the chain may be linear chain or the straight chain, or there may be branched chain. And one more, the rings may also be formed. Carbon can form, all the atoms of carbon can form closed rings or cyclic compounds also. So due to this catenation, chains may be produced, branched chains may be produced, cyclic rings can be produced. So a number of compounds can be produced due to this catenation property. And these carbons, they can attach to hydrogen or another carbon or some atoms of some other elements. So a wide, a broad, big versatility is there, and this is due to this property of catenation. All of us know silicon is also under the same group as carbon, 14th group, and silicon, the number, the electronic structure of silicon is 284. It is also tetravalent, and the atomic number is 14. Here the atomic number is 6. So it is a bigger atom. This also shows some catenation property. But the compounds which are formed by silicon, they are unstable. They are not very stable due to the big nucleus, and secondly, the covalent bond which are formed, they are weak. They are not as strong as of carbon. Only 7-8 silicon atoms can join to form a chain, but carbon can join many atoms to form a long chain. So the first property known as catenation is important for carbon to form so many compounds, known as versatility of carbon. Now the second property of carbon, why so many compounds are formed, is its tetravalent nature. That is, carbon is tetravalent like this. It has 4 valency, and so if 4 valency are there, so 4 different elements can be joined to carbon, or it may have double bond, or it may have triple bond. So single bond, double bond, or triple bond. How triple bond can be formed? Out of 4, 3 joined with the other carbon and only 1 left free, which can be joined by hydrogen or any other element. So due to this tetravalent property, carbon can form a number of compounds. And the third property for this versatility nature is small atom. The number is small, only 6 proton and electrons are there, so it is a small atom. and in the nucleus only 6 protons are there. So the small nucleus is also small. Due to this small nucleus, the shared, we all know that carbon form covalent compounds or it shares electron with the other element. So these shared electrons can be held by this nucleus tightly. Due to this, stable compounds are formed. On the other hand, as silicon has a big nucleus, unstable compounds are formed. But due to the small atom, small nucleus, carbon can form many stable compounds. This is how on these 3 properties, catenation, tetravalency and small atom, the versatility of carbon is dependent. Now we will do classification of hydrocarbons. As I have told you, the compounds, the organic compounds formed by hydrogen and carbon, they are known as hydrocarbons and they are represented by HC, hydrocarbons. And the smallest hydrocarbon, yesterday in the previous video we have discussed, is this one, methane, CH4. Only one carbon atom is present. So what is the classification of hydrocarbon? We will discuss only a part of classification, as complete classification is not in our syllabus. So half classification or the part of classification we will discuss. So the hydrocarbon or HC, it is classified into 2 types of compounds. One are known as saturated hydrocarbons and other are known as unsaturated hydrocarbons. Saturated hydrocarbons are again divided into 2. One is straight chain hydrocarbon and other are ringed or cyclic hydrocarbons. So saturated are 2 types and unsaturated are again of 2 types. One is known as alkene. You have to remember ENE, alkene, and the other are known as alkyne, YNE, and these saturated, they are known as alkanes, ANE. So straight chain alkanes and ring chain alkanes. So this is the small classification of hydrocarbon, 2 types, saturated and unsaturated. Saturated means all the 4 valency of carbon, they are saturated. Their hydrogen or some element is joined with all the 4 valencies of carbon. Unsaturated means 2 or 3 valency of carbon, they are joined together. It means a single bond is there in this, like this. A single bond is formed. Here in alkenes, a double bond is formed, and in alkynes, a triple bond is formed. So these 2 types, they are unsaturated and saturated, can be straight like C. So straight chain or cyclic, they form a ring or a closed cycle. So they are cyclic or ringed, and cyclic are also there in alkene. Only 1-2 example, not in our syllabus. We will study later 1 or 2 example of cyclic alkene, and that is benzene. So here, this is a simple classification, saturated and unsaturated. Here in saturated only alkanes are there. In unsaturated, alkene and alkyne are there. So we have to Remember these names: alkane, alkene, ene, yne and ane. Now, the nomenclature, the naming of carbon compounds. There may be a general name, there may be a layman's name, or this name can be changed from place to place. In India, we call it like acetic acid, and some other places also call as one compound of carbon as acetic acid. But there is a union, International Union of Pure and Applied Chemistry, IUPAC. All of you know, in 9th you have learned this, International Union of Pure and Applied Chemistry. This international union has given some names to the carbon compounds which are used worldwide. So, they are the names which we should use. They are the official names which were given by IUPAC. So, we will discuss only the names given by IUPAC. And IUPAC has given some word roots. What is known as word roots? I will show you what are word roots. This is based on the number of carbon atoms. Suppose in a compound, like you know this methane, all of you know methane. How many number of carbon are present here? Only one. So we are concerned with only the number of carbon atom and not the number of hydrogen or other elements. So depending upon the number of carbon atom, word roots are given by IUPAC. You have to remember these word root by heart. You have to practice it. So here I am writing number of, or here it is written. Here it is written. So these are word roots. If the number of carbon atom is 1, the compound starts with meth. The word like this, methane. So only one carbon atom is there. So we call it as meth and then ane. So if only one carbon atom is there, it may be alkane, alkyne, alkene or any other compound. But if the number of carbon atom is 1, we start it with meth. It is like a prefix, or we call it word root, or prefix means which is written and spoken before the entire word. So meth, if 1 carbon, meth, 2 carbon, eth, 3 prop, 4 bute, 5 pent, 6 hex, 7 hept, 8 oct, 9 non and 10 dec. So you remember this. Only 5 or 6 up to hexane or heptane are asked in the exam, but this is the same, not very different. So you have to learn. Again I am telling meth, eth, prop, bute, pent, hex. So these are the 6. 1 carbon meth, 2 eth, 3 prop, 4 bute, 5 pent. So this is known as word root or prefix. Now I have made this table of classification of hydrocarbons. So in this classification, all alkanes, alkene and alkyne, and these cycloalkane. These are also alkane which are ring cycloalkanes. So here alkane, then cycloalkane. These two are, both of these two are, this is saturated and this is also, it is written saturated, and this is also saturated. So under saturated, two are there, alkane and cycloalkane. Under non-saturated, two are there, alkene and alkyne. So very sure to write ane, ene and ine. You have to learn ane, ene and ine. Now what are these ane, ene and ine? You know, this is saturated, This is unsaturated, this is unsaturated, and this is saturated but form ring or cycle. When it is saturated, it will form only a single bond. It will form double bond, it will form triple bond, and it will again form a single bond. And this is the general formula for alkane, alkene and alkyne. What does it mean? What is, we read it as CnH2n plus 2, CnH2n, CnH2n minus 2, CnH2n. What is this CnH2n plus 2? Very simple. N means number of carbon atoms. I will take the example later on. N is the number of carbon atom. So carbon is written here, hydrogen is written here. If the number of carbon atom is N, then the number of hydrogen atom should be 2n plus 2. What does it mean? Suppose the number is like in methane 1. Number of carbon atom is 1 in methane. See here, number of carbon atom is 1. Then H should be 2n, 2 into 1. This n and this n is same. 2n means twice the n. 2 into 1 plus 2. What does it come? 2 ones are 2 plus 2 is equal to 4. That is hydrogen. If this carbon is 1, hydrogen should be 4. And look here, methane is like this, 1 carbon and 4 hydrogen. So this is how, what does it mean? Cn, H2n plus 2 is the number of hydrogen atoms. N is carbon, 2n plus 2 is the number of carbon atom. Look here, like ethene. What is the formula of ethene? It is written C2H6, C2H4. How this C2H4 has come? The general formula is CnH2n. C is equal to 2, H should be 2n. 2 into 2 is equal to 4. So 2 carbon and 4 hydrogen. It is written 2 carbon and 4 hydrogen. So now you understand what is this N and what is this 2N. Likewise here we also solve this like ethyne. Carbon is 2, Eth means 2. So 2 carbons, and what is H? H is equal to 2 into 2 and minus 2. So 2 into 2, 4, minus 2, 2. So hydrogen will be 2, carbon will be 2, and it is written here C2H2. So what does it mean? N is the number of carbon atom, H is hydrogen. Hydrogen should be double the number of carbon atom minus 2. This N and this N are one and the same thing. So you have to learn this general formula for alkane, CnH2n plus 2, alkene, CnH2n, alkyne, CnH2n minus 2, and cycloalkane like the alkene, CnH2n. So this is how the general formula, single bond, double bond, triple bond, saturated, unsaturated, unsaturated. These are the general properties of these three. Now this you have to learn. Now I have written some common basic hydrocarbons in this table. First is methane. All of you know the structure. CnH2n. All the formula which are written, these are known as molecular formula. All these formula which is written here is molecular formula. What is molecular formula? That is number of carbon atoms and number of other atoms are written in total. Total carbon, total hydrogen are written together. They are present in different combinations, but in total, in this ethane or methane, total hydrogen are 4 and total carbon is 1. So these are the molecular formula of these hydrocarbons. So In alkane, methane, methane, ethane, ethane, propane, propane, butane, pentane and hexane are there. And these are the formula. You should try to see whether this formula fits with this or not. Like this, I am trying this hexane. The Cn is C is equal to 6. H should be 2 into N. N is 6 plus 2. So it should be 12 plus 2, it should be 14. So hexane should be C6H14. This is how we remember this formula and we can make out by this general formula. So it is most important to learn this general formula of all the 3 or 4 hydrocarbons. Now unsaturated, these have double bond. How? No methane is there, because if only single carbon is there, double bond cannot be formed. Double bond will be formed only if at least 2 carbons are there. Double bond will be formed in 2 carbons at least. So if a single carbon is there, it can only make a single bond with carbon or with other element. So there is no hydrocarbon with 1 carbon in alkene and alkyne and cyclo. And in cyclo, minimum 3 are needed to form a cyclic structure. So second is also absent in cyclic. At least 3 carbons are needed to form a cyclic or a closed ring structure. So first is absent here. Now coming to second. This is known as ethane, ethene, ethyne, YNE. So ethene will be C2H4, C2H4, very simple, just double, and here double minus 2. So it will be C2H2. It is ethyne, it is ethene. We can form this ethene. How the double bond is there? So 2 carbon atoms are there. Having a double bond is a must for ethene, for ene, and triple bond is a must for ine. So it is, I should rub this. So we are drawing here ethene. Double bond should be there, and eth means 2 carbon atoms should be there, and in between them this double bond is there. So this carbon has 4 valency. This carbon also has 4 valency, tetravalent. 1, 2, 3 and 4th is this. 1, 2, 3 and 4th is this, and these two share their electrons with one another. These are covalent bonds. So if this is H, 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 we fill these valency by H. So what is the structure? CH3, CH3, and CH3, CH3 means C2H6, or we can write it as CH3, CH3. So this is the structure of ethene. Now likewise ethyne, it should have a triple bond and only 2 carbon atoms are there. So can triple bond be formed in between 2 carbon atoms? Yes, very much, because the valency is 4. 3 electrons come to this side, 3 of this come to this side, and they form covalent bonds. So 3 covalent bonds are formed, 3 valencies are used, and only 1 is left. So here we can write H. So the formula of this ethyne is CH2, CH2, and or we can say C2H4. So CH, CH. So only one H is there, so CH, CH, and the formula is C2H2. No cyclic for ethyne. Likewise, propane, butane, pentane, all are having the same type. We can derive their formula with this molecular formula in the manner writing double bond here and writing triple bond here. So we will see this cyclopropane here. Prop means 3. So 3 carbon atoms, they join with one another. 2 valencies are gone here, only 2 left. 2 gone here, only 2 left. 2 gone here, only 2 left. So C3H6 is the formula. Why 2 are less here? Because this is first atom, this is second, this is third. First joins with third. First joins with the last one. So 2 hydrogens are less in this than its counterpart. Otherwise it should has C3H8 like this, propane C3H8, but as first and last are joined together, 2 hydrogen atoms are less in cyclic compounds. So what you have to do, you have to make these type of formula. Formula can be of 3 types. One is molecular formula, like this. Second is structural formula, and structural formula can be of 2 types. One is condensed and other is expanded. And third type of formula is electron dot structure. All of you know. So what you have to do, don't do electron dot structure, only do structural, condensed and expanded formula for all the compounds. This is extended. And what is condensed? Condensed is, the condensed of methane is this, and expanded is this, H, 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 H. So condensed can be written in one line and expanded to CH, CH3. So this will be the formula CH2, CH, CH3. This is expanded CH and this is condensed. So propene having one double bond. This is condensed structural formula and this is expanded structural formula. So in this way you try to write these 2 type of formula for all the compounds in your notebooks. This is all for today. Thank you.